It's your weekly reading, Pisces. Let's get started. Your first card out is the Hanged Man. That is from the Major Arcana, so that tells you this week will have some impact, not only now, but in the near future, if not further. That is your energy. The energy for your environment is on the bottom of the deck, and that is a Four of Cups. So when the Four of Cups shows up on the bottom of the deck, know that the universe is wanting to help you this week. The universe is supporting you and is wanting your environment to be a good environment. So there should be caring and nurturing this week. There should be a giving community. If you're looking for things to happen, they probably fall into place. If you're looking for answers, don't be surprised if you find them. And if you're looking to solve problems, that's probably going to be done for you or helps you out again by your community, because that's the community environment, the environment in which you were working on. However, let's get back to yours, and that is the Hangman. The Hangman energy is a week of not knowing which way to go, left, right, up, down, who knows. When you have that environment, when you have that as your energy feels is one of you not knowing what to do and not ready to move because of that. So don't be surprised if you feel a little hemmed in this week. The next card out is the World card. So when you're having this situation here as a Hanged Man, and then the World card comes out, and these are both major arcana, what it's telling me is, are you frustrated at what's going on, and are you at a point where you're like, I need to make a change, but I don't know what to do? And the World card is sitting here saying, go beyond you. Go beyond what you know. Go beyond what you think. And go beyond the little image that you may have of what is attainable. And look beyond. Look beyond. Look to the world. Look at what is a bigger purpose, a greater purpose. What is a greater role? What is happening on the macro scale? You know, it's like, okay, I'm worried about the price of gas. Well, if you're worried about the price of gas, maybe look at the price of oil, and then maybe look at oil production, and maybe look at the boats. It's that level, okay? So this is saying, step back, look at your problem from a larger, a macro scale, a larger scale, further back. You know, again, if you're a satellite view, maybe. And in so doing, when you look at it from a world perspective, and again the World card here, when you look at it from that higher perspective, it may give you that impetus to make the leap and to make the movement, because then you see things a little clearer. You know, you get so tied up in your own head sometimes, and maybe that's the gift from the universe. The universe is saying, hey, step back, and let's look at this from a different elevation. Okay, and as we do, we see here there's an Eight of Coins here. When we step back, when we get that, again, that higher level view, and instead of looking down here, we're now looking up here or looking up here, we get a higher level view. We learn. This is the student thing, okay? So we're studying. As we study this picture, we get a better image of what we need to do. And again, that gives us some direction, maybe gives us some insight. And as we do, we look here at the Seven of Wands, and we realize, alrighty then, the conflicts that we see, the way in which the struggle is going, has a whole different image from here to here. So you're thinking it may be your problem. You're thinking that you may be the one who is frustrated and struggling, when you realize the frustration or struggle is actually at a different level, and maybe it's not yours, and therefore you can plan around it. You can navigate around it. And that's why the universe is here to help you see that. They want to help you navigate through this. Then you have the Tree of Life card, which comes out. Now you have three major arcanas in this very specific area. So this is a time to say, okay, it's time to move on. That's the point. It's time to get your crap together and move on. No more whining, no more wondering, no more worrying, no more. Just do something. Just do something, because the World card's saying, hey, shake it up. Shake it up. Again, this is a higher level than you, so shake it up and get moving. You know, we have the Nine of Swords here. So the Nine of Swords is like, okay, stop dodging. Stop worrying about this person and that person. Stop worrying about what you don't know. Stop worrying about the things you cannot control, and control the things that you can control, leaving the others to everybody else. Okay? So let's not keep our heads down. Let's not focus on the little stuff. Let's focus on the big stuff. Let's make some decisions and let's move forward. And as we do, again, our fears will fall away, and we're find ourselves in a happier place because now we're moving. And when you're moving, you can navigate. It's kind of like a boat. A boat that sits still, you can't do much with it. But when it's moving, even if it's going the wrong direction, you just turn the tiller and you change your direction into the right direction. So let's get moving. Let's get steering something out. And that movement itself will cause you to be in a happier space. And then the high priestess comes out and she says, we're going to give you the new direction. We're going to help you get the new visual. We're going to help you to understand how that higher conflict, that higher level is actually maybe a good thing for you. So this all may work out in the end in a much better way than you anticipate, because first and foremost, you get unstuck. As you get unstuck, as you're looking toward and learning to move forward, and you do move forward, your questions start falling into place and the answers, because the universe is helping you. You wind up in a happier space, and now you're beginning to start and grow something. So this may be the genesis of a new move forward, this could be a genesis of a new job, a new opportunity. This could be a new project, a new scientific discovery. This could be all kinds of new stuff that comes from this, or even just a new way of seeing life, because where you are is in a very hemmed in space. And that could set off or trigger, again, your confidence as things change around you, because, again, it's at a higher level. You don't have control over these higher level things, but it changes the way in which you can manipulate and use this to your advantage. And, again, that's a good thing. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And so as we start moving forward, we realize, man, we are seeing progress here. And as the progress comes, we celebrate. That's the Three of Cups. We celebrate the benefits that we see. So let's get out of our own heads. Let's get out of our little micro world and into a macro environment. Let's make sure that we're realizing that we can't affect all of this stuff. We can't affect that. And as changes come, all we have to do is learn how to use them to our advantage. And as we do that, the universe is going to help us as well. And they're going to lead us to a happier space, a space where we create new ideas, new concepts, new beginnings for ourselves, therefore leading us to a happier moment in life. This is actually a major jumping off point, and this is going to last for a long time to come. There's 4 major arcana sitting right here, plus a major arcana here at the end. So if this week is very important, very pivotal for you, whatever you're doing this week, it's going to take you in through the rest of the year. You're going to see, so if you make a positive shift this week, you're going to have a positive shift through the end of the year. If you make a negative shift, you're screwed for the end of the year. And that's not going to happen because you have enough common sense to realize you're not going to allow yourself to go there. The most important thing is get out of the macro head, get into the micro head, make some movement, get moving, and shift where you need to. And you will be glad when you did that you created something fresh and new, something that will be celebrated for sure. And the universe, they got your back. They got your back. Love this energy. Let us know how it resonates. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.